Hello, everyone. Yes, we're still in July. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. Yes, we're still in July because there's a couple more things we got to do before July ends. So I have done a couple of things in between the last video and this one. So we have these over here now. I've kind of smoothed out just a little bit this area. It's still kind of a little bit bumpy, but since these two are mainly for, you know, making food for the cows and everything, there they are there. Things like that. Um, shouldn't be. I just did the milk and the wool, so I'm pretty sure we don't have another full deal over here to check out. Nope. Okay. So, and here we are. So I went ahead and drove the tractor over here for us. One second. Yep, there we go. All right. Sorry about that. I had to go and fix the audio for the game. For some reason, it wasn't working. I had to delete the source and re-put it in. So, like I said, I've already loaded up. We got all the goat cheese. We got all the fabric. I've done um, put the lease for the spinnery back off, so we don't have to worry about that. So, where are we going to sell things at? For the goat cheese, we need to go to Goldcrest Valley. So that's the train. And for the fabric, we want to go to the playground, which is all down on the other side of the map. All right, so let's see. Okay. All right, so let's go do the goat cheese first since it's the closest thing. The playground is all the way down there around field 92. So that's going to take a while to get to. All the way to the bottom left corner of the map. Now unfortunately the train just went off the map right as we were in here, so it's going to take the train a little bit to come back for us. Yeah, we might as well go and sell the fabric first. Or waiting on the train to come back, because that's going to be a little bit. It's 3.5 kilometers away. I think we got... Yeah, I think we caught the edge of the train track there or something. Also, I found out why this one turns easier. The box deal. It's got triple axle instead of duals. The other one has dual axles, so it's going to take it a little bit longer to... It takes a like a not as tight turn, fortunately, with it like that. Take a look at it. It's got triple wheels, triple dualies. We're gonna have to go down to the road next to 79 and then cut back over and up to around below field 80. To get onto the road, we need to get over to the playground. We have to fit around field. I mean, actually, we can go straight now that I see it. We can go past 78 all the way to the end and just take a right. That road just runs along the bottom of the map. Also, I don't know if I showed it or not. I took the trailer for holding the milk and everything and put it over at the cow barn. Pretty much only going to be using it over there since we don't have to water the cows or anything. So, okay. Now I know this other road that goes up there is kind of tight, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off here, and we'll go around this way. Problem is going to be getting out. I might have to super strength the trailer around because it is really, really tight. This is where we delivered our fabric in the snow that night back in February. This is the exact same place. Okay, and I got caught. I mean, maybe I could figure it out this time. We got that oh, also fashion detention belts as well. $15,000, not bad. Where's the third one at? Ah, there it is. It was behind the other one. 18,000 per bolt is great. I need money back just to make sure, you know. All right. So, now the reason why I do this is because of the way the selling points work now. You will only ever sell something that you have no tension belts on. Is how that works now. Before you didn't have to unfasten the tension belts to sell something. It would just take it before FS25. Now it's a thing of you have to make sure your tension belts are unfastened for it to sell. So that means you could um, have multiple things on the trailer and only unfasten the tits and belts that you wanted to sell to it. I kind of I kind of don't trust that right now. So I'm kind of just ignoring that aspect of the game a little bit. That's why I take it off the trailer myself and put it in there, because I don't want to accidentally sell something I don't want to sell. Now, I'm pretty sure the playground deal also wouldn't take goat cheese, but if you have something like, if I had something like wool loaded up and goat cheese, then, and I went to the farmer's market to sell, they would take both. So there is a chance, if it bugs out, that it could just take your wool, which I don't want it to do because I want to turn it into fabric, and sell that. So just to make sure I don't run into any buggy problems, which can happen because it's a buggy game right now. I just do that. I just go in. I just unfasten all the tension belts. Go in there, pick up what I want, throw it into the sell point, and then fasten everything back down for the next travel. It's basically what I do. All right, so let me check real quick. So we're still going to Goldcrest Valley. Okay, making sure. So we have $21,000 worth of goat cheese to sell right now. It costs $1,000 an hour to rent the train, but we're not going to have the train for an hour, so it shouldn't matter. In fact, it probably only going to cost us like $100 or so for the train, which is really nice, actually. The last time I did it, I was able to catch the train early enough before it got to the point. It was still on the map over to the west side of the map. So I was able to catch the train before it had traveled past the point where I was trying to sell things. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm actually in the wrong spot. I turned the wrong way. I was wondering why the deal was going off. I turned too early. I wasn't supposed to turn here. I was supposed to go down further and turn on this next one. Yeah, and it only cost me like 57 to $70 for when I was selling. I can't even remember what it was. I was last selling. Let's grab the goat cheese, throw it onto the train. It might have been goat cheese as well. We just ride along the train until it hits that easternmost point of purple on the map. If you follow the train tracks all the way east until it ends at right at the edge of the map, and that's where we're heading. So as right before we reach that point, we'll be kicked out of the train, and then we just push OK, and then it'll give us a number for selling. 3,000 liters of goat cheese. We should get around $21,000 for it. Depends on the price fluctuations at the time. 21,491 is what it says we'll get. Yep. $168. 19,921. So it's not completely accurate, but it's still pretty close. Within a couple thousand, which is all we could ask for. All right, so let me close the curtain side and we're good to go. Let's get back to the farm and we should be done with July now. I personally like the square mount instead of the round ones, just a personal me for this game. I don't mind round ones in some other games like Cyberpunk and them, but personally I like the square maps, the square mini maps on a lot of the games I play. Get that back up to 3 times because we don't need it to go that slow. We're pretty much done for the day. We don't. I mean, we could go and I could go and get the field seeded if I wanted canola right now. I think, or is that next month? That might be next month in August that we can seed the canola if we wanted to go with a canola crop this time. We don't have the time to wait around to plant barley or sorghum. And also, I think sorghum needs a forage harvester and not a regular harvester. So I don't think I'll be doing that anyway. Not at least until I get a forage harvester, which is going to be a long time. Those things are like 400,000 something dollars a piece. So if we take a look, yeah, see how this is a dual wheel setup and this one is a triple wheel setup. That's why this one turns better. All right, so that's one of the things I'm going to be looking for in the mod hub is a better animal trailer that's got like triple wheels if it's going to be that big. But we should be good. It should be... This is still running, but it's only got 169 left. It's not going to make another deal of goat cheese. We go over here and check on our animals here. Okay. Yep, like I thought, they ain't got much going on. Let me get into this. So I did fertilize this field over here already after I got finished harvesting and getting all the straw off. So we have this at 50% fertilized. So I need to decide what we're going to plant. Are we planting wheat again? We could wait till September and plant barley. We haven't done barley yet. The problem is if we do barley, it's going to take a lot longer for the product to go through the grain mill. Wheat, while it doesn't give you as much, it gives you it a lot faster. It processes the wheat a lot faster in the flour mill, in the grain mill, I guess I should say. As you can see, the barley goes at 480, the oat goes at 1200, and the sorghum at 1200, and the wheat flour at 2520. So it goes a lot faster through the wheat flour, which means you don't get as much. Actually, the best one is actually oats, but to plant oats, we would have to wait until when? We would have to wait until March of next year to plant oats. And I think let me double check it, but we should be able to harvest with the MacDon Yeah, we can harvest oats here with this. Yep, that does oats. If you ever want to know what these symbols are, if you just can't tell, if you go down to here, go to, not this, that's the wrong deal, into this one, go to help, go to crops. All the symbols are right here. So this is the oat symbol right here. So as we know, if we go back to the dealer, go to MacDon, and look at this, it shows the oat symbol, and this one shows the oat symbol for it right here. So we can harvest oat with this to get more, but we can't get oats until March of next year if we're going to do oats. I think we're going to go ahead, we'll go ahead and wait, and we'll try and do barley. Barley is not as good as the oats. It processes the slowest out of all of them, I think. 480, 1200, and 1200. Yeah, it processes the slowest out of them. So we might be completely and totally screwed on that part, but we'll try it anyway to see what we do. So we won't be planting until September. We can harvest it in June and July. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Now, our cows at 18 months times 20, we're at 20% health reduction deals. We can give them, I don't know if we need to give them this stuff. It says we have hay, silage, grass, meadow I don't care about, but hay, silage, and grass. This total mixed ration should make them have 100% health, but I've seen a couple of times where it's been bugged and you can't do that. So I'm going to just kind of watch and see how their health goes. They probably won't be at full health until September. I think you get like 20% a month. But we're going to go ahead and go to bed and go to August, and we'll see what's going on. Let's save the game. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. And let's pop this over here and sleep. So what's in our shop today? Okay, that's a header for a harvester. That's a header for an expensive harvester, so we're definitely not getting that. This is a forage header. Okay. This is a wood chipping machine. This is a mower, a front mower. And this is a windrower. Wow, that's different. Okay. Well, my next thing that I kind of want is to get a forage wagon. Let's see if we can find those in here somewhere. Might be under grassland care. Yep, that's where they are. So that's 16,000. And we could add a silage tank additive for it. This one is 23,000. Ooh, that's very laggy. Wow. Okay. And silage tank for that as well. So 23,000. This is the TARDIS one. We're probably going to go with the TARDIS one and do the unrealistic setting. XL capacity with silage additive. Change the rim color. I don't think we can choose chrome. Yeah, so the silver, metal, like our other trailers that are this. So $72,000 for an XL capacity with silage additive. How much is silage additive? 22,990 for 60 liters. 60 liters of silage additives. I don't know how far that goes. But for $70,000, that's not a bad purchase. I'm not going to do it right now, but we might do it pretty soon. Maybe after we sell our first deal of milk. Maybe. We'll have to see. But that's kind of what I want right here. 72,000 is not bad, especially for that unrealistic size deal there. If we're lucky, maybe one will come into the deal. Probably be about, I don't know, maybe December or something. We'll buy it, depending. I'm not sure how quickly the cows are going to fill up the deal. All right, so apparently okay, game. All right, game. Control yourself. All right, that's interesting. My mouse is not actually in the game right now. Every time I move my mouse off the game, it actually is not in the game. 1 second. All right, I'm back. I just had to quit out the game to get it to act correctly. I have no idea what happened there. I think it happened when the lag happened in the shop. It's the only thing I can think of. So this is our 6th deal right there. Let's check on our goats. Let's see. Yep, just still not completely there yet. I think they have to get to 18 months. I think it could be 16 or 15, but I think it's 18 months. And then they'll get at the part where they can reproduce, which means they can make goat milk. That's if you've never played this game before, that's how you know when you can get animal products is they have to be completely grown and the reproduction cycle has to be growing, and then you get the product that they're supposed to make. So this field, of course, is growing. It will be ready to harvest in September, which is when we're going to want to plant the barley. Yep, all the grass fields are 100% fertilized. You already made another deal of goat cheese there. That's nice. Yep, growing. Like I was hoping. So let's go check on the cows. I want to see in that time frame how much have they eaten. It hasn't even been 24 hours yet, but it has been a night. It's been since 1500 yesterday. So what's our stats? Our stats are we are at 100% health. Their reproduction time is 10 months. Reproduction rate is at 10%. Offspring in 9 months. They went from 33,750 food down to 28,000. We almost have a full liter of milk. Full 1,000 liters of milk, which your price is off of milk. We have 19,000 liters of straw left. We have 3,958 liters of slurry. We have 9,754 meters of that. no manure yet. I'm not expecting manure to come out. Manure has always been buggy in this game since they made it where the manure pits are no longer connected to the cow barns. You have to actually place the silo extensions if you want them. It's supposed to make it where you don't have to get manure. You don't actually have to deal with manure if you don't want to. The problem is when they did that, they completely and totally borked it. It took them forever to fix it in 22, and I've already heard that it's bugged in 25 again. And that you can fix it yourself if you want to. You just have to have 22 installed, completely copy the Lua file for open up the Lua file for 22 that deals with the manure, completely copy everything in there and put it in and put it in and overwrite the Lua file for 25. So basically they broke something in the file. All right. So I'm going to call it here. We had a really long episode. I broke that thing into 3 parts and we still weren't done with July. So yeah. So I'm going to call it here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start making total mix ration as the next thing I do in game for today. I don't know if I'll use all of this because there's a lot, but I'm just going to mix up I don't know, 3, maybe 4 batches worth of total mix ration, throw it into our silo. That way we can just take it out and dump it over there when we want. I'll probably also take out all the straw in here since we can't use it as bales, and either throw it off into our silo or we'll throw it off into our hayloft over there. That the hayloft is now kind of redundant since I found out that we can just put the bales off into the silo and not have to worry about it. So, and that'll turn it into mixed loose stuff. So yeah, so I will see y'all next time. We should be in September, which we can so we can start planting our crops and everything like that. I'll probably do a little blurb before I start all of that so I can give y'all a quick heads up of what's going to happen that episode, and then I'll pause it or stop it and then come back and once I planted the field, because the planting's going to take a really long time. I would like to get a brand new seeder, but it's going to be pretty expensive unless one comes into the sale deal here. But a brand new seeder. Let's see, where are they? Seeders here. If I want to keep with this is what we have right now. If I want to keep with a direct drill, which means we don't have to cultivate the field first, the next one up from a 3 meter. Which one's the next direct drill? This one. And it's a 4 meter, so not much bigger. If we wanted to go even bigger, for this one, for a 6 meter, would double our size. It would take us 116,500. This, but it also has things in it. It allows you to fertilize as well at the same time. I kind of don't want to do that, but I might as well. This is also another one that does 6 meters. It's basically the exact same thing except for it's more horsepower for some reason, and it does the thing. Here's an 8 meter one for 181,000. This one doesn't do fertilizing, which is kind of what I want, but I don't want to spend that much. It also uses 275 horsepower, but we don't have to worry about that. Our Vatra can run this thing. No, actually the Vatra can't. The Vatra is a 235, which means it's only 235 horsepower, I think. 235. Oh, it's 250. That's still it's a little short. Yep, it's a little short on that cedar. That cedar was 271. But we can use our yeah, this one takes 415. This would work on our vent. 9-meter width. It is a direct drill as well. Yeah, I'm not paying 312,000 for it. This one though, 181,000, 8-meter width. It would double us and a little bit more. 600. Why so little weight? This thing is heavy. So it's 275 horsepower. So we would have to use our vent with it. If we went down to one of these two, we could use this one with our Vatra, but not this one. No, I do love this one, but it's still so small. This is the one that you actually start with on the map, but it's not a direct drill seeder, so you do have to cultivate. I kind of like eliminating the cultivating deal. We might go with this 116,500. I'm not sure. It depends on how we're doing for money at the point that I want to upgrade it. We might go with the $181,000 one and do it. 8 meters is actually really nice. This is a 15-meter one, but it's not direct drill. We can't use planters. Seed tanks go with the Kuhn things. And then you can buy seeds in here. Yeah. So we got some things we can do. Want to upgrade the cedar. I want to get a forage wagon. Forage wagon and stuff like that. Not a forage harvester, a forage wagon and stuff like that. So we got some stuff we got to upgrade next. So I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.